The Orange Sorbet Days, written and read by Karen Teune. Interior, exterior, JFK Airport, day/dusk. We follow Madison as she gets off the plane and walks towards the terminal to the baggage claim, and then outside to the street, where people are getting picked up by passing cars and taxicabs. Opening credits as Madison waits and waits and waits, alone. The day turns to dusk. Exterior, New York City, East Village Street, dusk. Madison pays the cab driver and gets out of the car. The cab starts to drive away and she chases after it, yelling and hitting the truck. "Hey! Stop, mister! Wait! My stuff! Stop!" The cab stops and the trunk opens. Madison tiredly pulls her suitcase, a large equipment bag, and a tripod out of the trunk and slams it shut before the cab slams on the gas again and screeches away. Madison stands in the street and looks up at her building before she walks up the stoop and struggles with the keys for a bit, and eventually manages to get into the building with all her stuff. Interior, Chris and Madison's apartment, night. Chris plays his guitar in the living room as Madison enters the apartment. He slows down the tempo as she walks towards him. Madison: "What happened to you?" Chris: "I thought you weren't back till Monday." Madison looks at him. "Today, Chris, you were going to get a zip car and pick me up because with all my Chris stops playing and cuts her off. "Sweetie, that makes no sense. To go through the hassle of getting the zip car and my phone ran out of juice when you could just get a cab." Madison plugs her phone into a nearby outlet. "Yesterday, you said you got a cab, right?" "Yeah, I got a cab." "Great then. Problem solved. Welcome home." Madison opens her bag to get her camera out. "Why'd you make it Monday in your head? Crazy weekend planned while the old ball and chain is gone?" "Madison, sweetie, I've never called you that." Madison poises her camera and takes a picture of him. "I have to work all weekend." Chris squirms with the camera in his face. "What are you doing?" "Documenting." Chris plays his guitar. "So one day I'll be able to pinpoint the exact moment we turned into my parents." "You trying to make me cry? I'm sorry I didn't pick you up, okay?" Madison's phone rings. "Aha! I knew it! You knew it was today! What a thoughtful, caring husband you turned out to be." Madison looks at her phone. "If it's my mom, don't pick up." "I never pick up when it's your mom. She's your mom." "I had to turn my phone off all day just to avoid her." Madison shakes her head at Chris and answers her phone. "Maddie, don't! It's not your mom. Relax." "Lane! Hey, my dear!" Exterior beer garden night. Madison's best friend Lane, a fun-loving, free-spirited actress, sits with a group of friends at a big picnic table. She's got her phone in one hand and an oversized beer mug in the other. Lane: "Girl, you're back! How long was that flight? Are you jet-lagged?" "I'm pretty exhausted." "You should come out. We're all at Lorelei's." A couple guys in Lane's group pound on the picnic table and softly chant, "Chug, chug, chug, chug." Cassie and I met these cute guys. They're like investment bankers or something. Next time, I promise. "What? Why? What are you and your lame husband doing? I know you guys aren't having sex." Madison looks at Chris, who is now spread out on the couch reading Moby Dick and picking at his toes. "Hello? Maddie? Are you still there?" I think so." "Well, what are you waiting for?" Madison's eyes glaze over as she slips into her own world. "I don't know." Interior, Madison's parents' house, day. Madison's mom, Ruth, arranges her precious moments collection as Madison eats a piece of pie. Ruth: "Your sister got me Your sister got this one in Rome with Scott, the newest in my collection. I love it." "When did they go to Rome?" "It's a scene with Martha and Zacchaeus a couple months ago for a wedding." How do they get invited to so many weddings? Skylar and Scott have a lot of friends. It just adds up between the two of them. You know, work friends, Bible study friends, playgroup friends of friends. Scott runs marathons, those friends. Skylar's really involved in their church. They're the nucleus of a huge community there. "Cool. Whatever, Mom. I was just making conversation." Isn't the pastor and his family the nucleus of? You and Chris have only been to like 2 in the past 3 or so years. Is that right? Church services? Yep, just 2. Yep, that's right. Ruth frowns at her. I'm pretty sure it's sacrilegious to combine contrasting biblical characters to create really bad porcelain knickknacks and actually have the nerve to call it art. Ruth ignores her. Madison scrapes at her plate. This is amazing, Mom. I could eat the whole pie. It's a really fattening, though, Maddie. 1 piece is more than enough. Hurry up and get ready. Your father's going to come down here in a huff any minute. I'm ready. Ruth looks at her. You and Dad did get along at one point, right? You at least experienced the feeling of being in love? Not really. He was from the right family and seemed responsible, and I didn't want to be single anymore. You were 23. What a mistake. Ugh, oh well. I'm trapped in a shitty marriage. What else is new? Madison sighs. Okay, empowering talk, Mom. So how's the job hunt going? For the millionth time, I'm a freelance photographer. Not going to change my mind on that. You don't even have to support it at this point. At least acknowledge it. Ruth turns to look at her. You didn't bring anything nicer. Skylar's going to be really dressed up. Interior, wedding, reception hall, night. Madison and Chris sit at a large banquet table with Skylar and Scott. A server quickly sets a plate down in front of each person at the table. Skylar. Ugh! Gross. Everything on this plate is beige. This is not food. Scott. Honey, be nice. What color is it supposed to be? There's no greens, like a healthy salad. Oh. Madison shrugs and starts eating. Mashed potatoes and chicken. Not bad. Maddie, let's go soon. You don't want to stay for the dancing? Are you seriously asking me that? And I still haven't talked to Caitlin. She looks really pretty. Our entire extended family is so Midwestern and lame. Who did she just marry? I don't think I've ever seen this guy before. Honey, be nice. His name is Joe. He seems really unhappy, and Caitlin looks downright depressed. She's pregnant and being forced to marry him, so... Don't say that out loud. No one is supposed to know that. You're sitting here gossiping about how lame and depressed they are, but we can't tell the truth? Sweetie. Ruth and David, Madison and Skylar's parents, walk up to the table. Madison. Everyone is so damn repressed around here. Skylar. We're not repressed, Madison. We're being polite. Did you girls see Uncle Jim's new wife? What a catastrophe that is. She's wearing leopard print boots, Mother. What on earth, right? Hey, Chris, let's get the dance floor started, and I'm going to give Caitlin a hug. I told you, no way. Maddie, you're not supposed to do that. These receptions are organized in a certain way. They still have to cut the cake and serve it, then toast, and then the bride and father dance, and so on. Oh my, that is going to be so awkward. Why does this family waste the money on a big wedding? It's like such an embarrassment. They have nothing else going on in their lives. Honey, be nice. The family you are referring to, Mother, is your own brothers. You guys are jerks. I thought you wanted everyone to tell the truth. Good thing everyone here has the perfect marriage and the perfect life. I guess you're the privileged few that get to look down on everyone else. Sweetie, next time you call me sweetie, I'm gonna smack you. Madison gets up from the table and storms off. Interior, hotel bathroom, same night. Madison washes her hands and checks her face in the mirror. She hears someone crying from inside the stall. She leans over and sees the bottom of a wedding dress. Caitlin? Is that you? Madison waits. Okay, well, it's Madison. Just checking. Caitlin sniffles. I'm having a great time. You look so beautiful today. Caitlin blows her nose. Joe seems like a really nice guy. Caitlin swings over the stall door. He's bald. So what? I'm pregnant. I know. Everyone's judging me. Let 'em. Caitlin drops her head. Most of the people out there are miserable. Looking down on everyone with a duck out of line makes them feel better about themselves. I hate them. That makes me hate myself. Don't do that. You can't choose your family. Caitlin blows her nose loudly. This is so cliche. The bride hiding in the bathroom crying. It's only cliche if you do what always comes next. What's that? Sort through all your problems in an organized fashion and live happily ever after with a man who seems to have miraculously changed overnight. Suddenly, Caitlin's mother, Gail, storms into the bathroom. Oh, Madison! Aunt Gail, have you seen her? We were supposed to be cutting the cake like an hour ago. Maybe ease up on the phrase supposed to. Caitlin emerges from the stall. Caitlin, Marie, there you are. Caitlin walks to the mirror and Madison fixes her hair as Caitlin wipes her face. You know how important it is to me to look good today, to impress people. Madison stops and watches Gail frantically make Caitlin presentable. Sorry, Mom. Interior, Chris and Madison's apartment bathroom, night. The mirror from the previous scene shifts to show Madison watching Chris pick at his face vainly. Do you still have that special acne lotion stuff? I know it's for women, but it might fix this. Madison watches him. I have the stupid corporate directory pictures tomorrow. I think this is a zit. Sweetie, does this look like a zit, or maybe it's like a mosquito bite? Shit. Madison stares at Chris as he gets closer to the mirror for a better look. You were so nervous on our first date. It was so cute. You asked the waitress all these questions about the specials, making sure I really liked the wine and everything. You were so sweet. I felt like the only girl in the world. Everyone's on their best behavior when they're dating. It doesn't last. Everyone knows that. Madison opens a cabinet and a couple drawers, searching for the lotion. I shouldn't have gone to a Christian college. My life would have been so different. Better, I think. We wouldn't have met. Madison hands him a small tube and leaves. Interior, trendy Brooklyn loft day. Madison takes pictures of the loft space. There are a few stylists and assistants milling about. Her younger sister, Ella, helps her adjust the lights. I can't believe you just skipped Caitlin's wedding. I avoid those things like the plague. Mom was pissed. If it wasn't me, she'd find something else to bitch about. I envy your bravery, or whatever you'd call it. I can't stand up to her. I just can't be around her and Skylar. It really fucks with my head. However do you mean? They have such great attitudes. Madison poises her camera. Actually, let's move that lamp to the other side of the couch. I think. Yeah. Did you still want that typewriter on the side table? You don't think it's too much? I mean, whatever you think. I like it. Okay, let's do it. Ella moves the heavy, bulky typewriter. You got it? Yep. Ella, you are amazing. Thank you so much for helping me. I'm going to pay you someday. Don't even worry about it. It's an honor, Matt. I think you're really talented. A stylist rushes up to them. Madison, you almost done here? The next location has a conflict and wants their shoot bumped up to 3:30. Madison looks at her watch. That's right now. Okay, almost, yeah. You sure? They can get someone else. No, I want to do it. I can do it. Madison snaps pictures quickly. Madison dances and sings as she chops, mixes, and throws ingredients together. The kitchen looks like a bomb hit it. Time passes in jump cuts. Madison is putting a casserole in the oven. She puts the finishing touches on the blueberry pie. She cleans the kitchen. She sets the table. She waits. She waits. She waits. She changes into her pajamas and sits at the perfectly set table and drinks the champagne alone. She turns the lights off and gets in bed. Interior, Madison's bedroom. Morning. Madison sleeps on her side of the sun-drenched bed. Her cell phone lays on the pillow next to her and rings. She rolls over to see Chris is gone and answers the phone. Madison. Are you okay? We do not hear Chris on the other side of the phone. Madison looks confused as she hears. I don't know what that means. Madison listens and waits. Her eyes grow distant. I'm still here, she thinks. Why, though? She hears terrible news. Chris! Hello? Suddenly there's a banging on the front door of the apartment. Hello? Madison rolls out of bed as the banging continues. Coming! Chris! Interior Madison's apartment kitchen, morning. Madison screams into the phone and at the door simultaneously. 1 second! Who is it? Chris, I can't hear you. You're breaking up. Madison rushes to the front door. Stop banging! Who is it? Chris? Madison pulls the front door open to find Lane. Lane! She stands up at the phone, still up to her ear. Wait, don't hang up. Oh, are you on the phone? Not anymore. Lane walks into the kitchen and opens the fridge. I slept with that douchebag investor banker asshole guy. How'd it go? Lane just looks at her. Madison makes coffee as Lane roots through the fridge. Did you make this pie? I think Chris is leaving me. Blueberry. I thought I was the only one that was unhappy. He's bluffing. Lane brings the entire pie to the table and eats it straight from the pan. I figured we'd work through it. I wanted to do the right thing. Fuck that. I guess. Where has it gotten me, right? Madison grabs a fork and digs into the pie with Lane. Nowhere. My family is gonna freak. This is not gonna be okay with them. Is it your life? Or theirs? Huh, Mad? Madison holds the fork, stares out the window. I'm not sure anymore. Lane and Madison eat the pie together in silence.